Pacific Towing to the rescue. Yeah, I just lost all my brakes. That sucks. Big time. You have to get it home. Alright, well, as you can see, I had a mishap. The other day, actually yesterday, now that I think about it, but let me go back over here and turn the light on. So, as you can see right here, the piston came out of my brake caliper, right? And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but this bolt, it was gone. The caliper had come up, and then of course me jamming on the brakes pushed that pin out, or that piston out. So yeah, I completely lost brakes. It was a pretty scary situation. Luckily it was on a Sunday. There wasn't a whole lot of traffic. It wasn't too much going on. But I went through a stoplight, went through a couple of stop signs trying to stop. But everything turned out. Everything turned out okay. I ended up towing the truck back. And you hate to do that. That's a scary thing. Just, whatever. But the guy was hella cool. He did really good. Shout out to Pacific Towing. But as you can see, I got to replace this caliper now. So I was thinking about doing a whole brake kit or whatever. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace this one caliper right now. And get everything back together. Get the truck going. And then I may end up doing a big brake kit. I don't know. I got my eye on one. I was thinking about doing it right now, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of strapped for cash at the moment. Got a lot of things going on. And so, I don't know. But I'm going to end up inspecting everything. I'm going to pull the other side apart and check all those bolts, make sure. And I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things, right? Pretty scary. But just once I figure out exactly what I'm going to do, of course, I'll record again. And we'll see, but pretty scary. So make sure you torque these bolts. Matter of fact, where is this bolt? It's right here. It's one of these, and these go into here. Obviously, after you put the caliper on, and that screws into and these are the slide pins. So just be careful, man, when you're doing brakes and stuff. So pretty scary. Anyways, I'll have an update when the time comes. All right, so my parts came in the mail, and I really thought about doing the Wilwood, and I probably will do that at some point. But I just want to get my truck back together, so I did order this TRQ. This is the same thing they sell they sell it at 1A Auto. So I figured, hopefully, if you try to get the factory ones, they're all rebuilt, so hopefully it's going to be good. But I'm going to pull the old one off and then get the new one on, and hope we're going to see. Then what I did was I bought some line. And I did buy this little kit off Amazon, and it has a few different sizes. I'm not sure what size I'm going to need because I'm a one-man show and I need to bleed the brakes. So hopefully we will use the old, I did save a bottle right here and I cleaned it out. We're going to use the old one-man method. Hopefully that's going to work. So we'll talk about that when we get to that. So let's get it on and see what happens. All right, let's see what comes in this box. It's supposed to be the full caliper. Looks like it's just this. Let's see. Nice and shiny silver. Yep, looks like it is the full caliper. And it comes with the clips for the brake pads. So I'm just going to use the same brake pads I have. We'll put the new clips. As you can see, it's pretty nice. And then So let's get it on. I'm gonna have to break these loose. Actually, I'll probably just mount it. But we'll see. See what the best way is. But of course, I'm gonna have to change this out. And it does have the 2 bushings. That's good. So I'm gonna have to take that off of the old one. Probably clean that up. And it does have the bleeder right here. So I haven't pulled the caliper off in a long time, but it's not nothing too major. So let's get down there and let's get it done. Alright, I'd already broken these loose here before. These are 18 millimeters. Let's see. Of course, I didn't use this wrench to do that, but tell you what, I'm gonna make sure to Loctite everything. Never put Loctite on these, but before. But I will now, I'll tell you that much. Let's get this pad out here. Pop right out, there it goes. There's no pad. Seems fine. Here's the new bracket. I thought about painting it, but you know what? It's just a battle scar, right? I need to get some Loctite though. Let me just get this one started. Add a little bit of a blue Loctite to these threads here. I already started the top one, but let's get this bottom one in here. We're gonna set the old torque wrench to, I believe it's 129 foot-pounds. All right, these just pop on. Let me see. Yeah, like so. Alright, so I always like to just put a little grease on the little ends. Just like that. Of course, there's a little spring in there that kind of holds it or pushes it back. Alright, so this should slide in just like that. I wonder if I should make sure that there's grease on here. And there's a little grease, but not a lot. Glad I looked. Add some more grease. Should have checked that before I pop this in here, but and kind of get that air out of there. Okay. Alright. This should just easily pop on there. It's hotter than the dickens. Okay, I am going to put Loctite on this, but start that bottom one. Like I said, I've never ever put Loctite on these bolts in the past, but I don't know if it came out or what, but I'm just gonna put a drip. Just a little dab. Of course, blue. You know, blue is not forever. I really need to get me a set of slim wrenches because this little crescent is not really gonna do the job here. Probably gonna be a lot of air in this system. Okay, so you're gonna put one on the bottom, and you're gonna put it in. Or I guess it should be say one on the top, but depends how you're looking at it. And then just like that. All right, they say this is 30 foot-pounds, which seems like a lot to me, but that's not even that bolt's bigger. Alright, so put our little hose on here, and I'm going to pour some fluid into my little bottle here. Alright, so we got the brakes bled, got everything done. Honestly, I'm just going to spray this off one last time with some brake clean. It should be good. Let me see, because I torqued this, bled the brakes. Yeah, should be good.
3 days later.
Hey, got the homie here, Ray. Trying to help me to get this brakes going. Been having trouble bleeding these brakes, so got him over here. Of course, he brought a 12-pack, but I think I already showed this, but we got the new caliper in. So I started in the back, and I already did the farthest one, which will be the passenger rear. That went good. There was only a little bit of air. I'm gonna probably try to set the camera up right here. We'll see down because I'm gonna go to this one. So on this truck, you should go there, and then over there, and then driver's side, bleeding them. So we're gonna set the camera up and then see if we can get some footage. But it's really not that important. Most people know how to bleed, but we'll see if we can get a shot of it. All right, so I had to basically turn down or get rid of the audio because I didn't want to get a copyright because I had music playing in the background and I didn't think about it. But right here you can see how yellow the well, basically dirty the brake fluid is. And then right here I kind of skip forward and you kind of see just towards the end of bleeding this rear brake. And sorry I didn't get the audio. I couldn't show have the audio, but this is just us, two men going, you know, pump, hold the brake down, opening it up, closing it, pump, and just keep repeating it. That's all this is, but you can see how clear the fluid is right here. So I just want to give an example of that. Finally got some brakes. Feels perfect. Feels like it did before. All right, so truck is finally done. Man, those brakes, they kick my ass, you know, and it's annoying. So I try to do it by myself, but I think I kept, it's funny because my buddy at work was like, "Oh, you're probably getting air in the lines." I'm like, "Man, I don't think so. I don't think I'm getting air in the lines doing the, by yourself, which I've done before." Um, but I think he was right, Packer. I think you were right. I think I was getting air in the lines and it was really screwing me up. So what I did was I went to the passenger rear. I started there and I had my homie Ray come over, Ray, and he pump, held it. We did the 2-man method. We did the 2-man method, and that's what basically we did around the whole truck. We did the passenger rear, driver's rear, passenger front, driver front. Went through everything. Still felt a little funny, and this is where the difference made was a little bit different. I pulled out my scanner. I got the T7 Icon that I just recently purchased, which obviously was a great purchase. Went in there, logged in, cycled the ABS in the front. Did the driver's side? No, I don't remember, to be honest with you. We did one of them, but we cycled both fronts, and with that, and then there was just a tiny little bit of air still left in the system, and but that's what did it, man. That's the back. When I did it, a little bit of air came out both sides. It wasn't even that much, but I did run it like basically to cycle all of the old nasty fluid. Man, I already dumped it. I should have took a shot of that, but all of the old nasty fluid was out all the way through the rear, and then basically to everything, to where the line was clear. So I went through. I think doing the whole job, this whatever. Dot 3, it's just regular brakes. Dot 3 synthetic. I went through probably a total of 3 of those, and I ended up with one left, and it's not open, so it probably should be okay. I got one that's open. It's basically gonna be no good. Those things don't last. They don't age good once the seal's been broken because moisture gets in, whatever. It's not that expensive, so it's best just not take the chance. But I did put the other one away. So in closing, put the new caliper on. I really debated on literally putting some Willwoods on, like going crazy, right? Just, and I just said, nah, I'm not gonna do that right now. I got a bunch of stuff going on here, and as far as money, so I stayed away from that. I decided what I did was I went on and just ordered a single caliper, and put that on. Used the same brakes. The rotor, the pads, everything was fine. There's nothing wrong with them. It was just a caliper. Changed that out, put everything back together, then went through the bleed process, which was a big pain. But ultimately, having a second person and then finishing up with the scanner, running the ABS, because what it does is like cycles the ABS. That's what did it. Now the brakes feel perfect. They feel like they should feel. Nice solid pedal feel. And before I was getting like mushy. If you're getting mushy brakes, probably need to bleed them properly. Maybe need to run the scanner. Definitely do the 2-man method. I tried everything to just do, because I usually work by myself. You know what I mean? Didn't work. So try the 2-man method. You may need a scanner to cycle the ABS, but that's it. So crazy thing. Lost my brakes. Dangerous situation. Pedal went to the floor. Blah blah blah. Changed the brake. Like I said, I just went through a process, but that's it. So you can't do your brakes yourself. When you're doing it, always make sure the master cylinder is full. Don't let that run dry, because then you have to basically start all over. But that's it, man. Change the caliper out. Everything's good. I do want to do the Willwood brake kit upgrade. We'll see. I may do that soon. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. May never do it. But if I do, I'm going to make a video. So, I know it's kind of rant going, but this was a pain. So, how about like and subscribe and comment down below. Comment down below and tell me what you think. What did I do wrong? That I probably did a bunch of stuff wrong. According to the internet. According to the internet, everybody does stuff wrong. But like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. I got some other videos that I already got going, put up. Some nice content for the trucks. And but till then, peace.